And we're back. Crazy, I know. We're back on some Bitcraft. Been taking a break from Bitcraft lately. And I was like, I should probably check in on my totem health. And sure as shitballs, I've only got like 5 days left. I was about to lose my life's work on the Thunderdome over here. Really just been kind of checking in once or twice a week to finish off the walls. The Thunderdome Arena, if you haven't heard, is going to be the premier arena situated in Region 18, part of the Ottoman Empire. We're situated just north of the capital, which is Istanbul Frog. Down here, this little tier 8 guy on the east coast. We're just up here in the autumn forest. And we're, like I said, I'm kind of taking a break. My friend that I play this game with is on vacation for a couple of weeks, so I've been kind of palling around to my other MMOs, but got a few walls to finish off, but we're definitely decently on track to be ready. We're going to be doing a PvP tournament. We're going to be doing some mount racing. We're going to do a fashion contest. We're going to do, hopefully, a live auction if anyone wants to take part in that. So that'll be Saturday night, May 30th. And right now, I'm just working on feeding my totem. You can see here it has 5 days. I threw a pyrolite frame on there. That's all I had kicking around. Right now I'm trying to make some tier 2 bricks so I can make some tier 3 frames. So we're doing a bit of that. I need to get these pebbles mixed up with some clay, get that into the kiln, and while it's in the kiln I'll work on banging. I have some molten amarium. We have an amarium cave right here, which makes it very easy to feed amarium. I just have to import the tier 2 stone, which I had already done. I brought in like, 200 stone chunks. So just kind of hanging out, chatting about what's going on. I've been very busy with work, and honestly I was kind of going through a phase of low energy stuff, so I haven't been gaming as much as I normally do, but I kind of feel myself getting back to normal. I re-upped my Final Fantasy sub, and I am trying once again to slog through the terrible Dawn Trail MSQ. I'm at like level 98 right now, so I got about 30 or 40 more quests to go until I'm in the post game, and then there's another 40 quests to be caught up through 7.5. But I'm very hyped for Evercold. That's coming out January. New Final Fantasy XIV expansion, and that is my all-time favorite MMO. I've played a lot of MMOs. I'm a kind of an MMO aficionado, but I will be looking to go kind of hot and heavy on Evercold. I hope the MSQ is way better, the main story quest, because that's probably the thing I like the most about Final Fantasy is the story. I'm also looking forward to them changing the combat system, doing a bit of ability pruning. But I've also, over the past couple weeks, kind of dipped my toes back into Albion a little bit, see what they've been up to. Hadn't played that game in years. Kind of messing around with a little bit of faction warfare, Not really getting into like guild stuff, just kind of casually poking around, getting into a little bit of PvPs. I got my third Heroes of the Storm account banned. I was bickering with somebody, and I didn't call him any names or anything. I just told him, if you think I'm so bad, why don't you 1v1 me? And everybody reported me, and Blizzard probably used AI to ban me, so I lost my third account. It's like, whatever. I don't really care. I like playing the game, but like I don't care about account stuff anymore because I already maxed my first account and I had made it to Master League. So I kind of already beat the game, so to speak. I know you can't really beat a MOBA, but I mean, I could have got to Grandmaster if, you know, I didn't get to Grandmaster, but I did get to Master League, Duo Queuing, Murky Abathur, so, but I kind of just, I'll probably make a 4th account at some point. What else have I been doing? I've been kind of watching some videos on Forever. That's like a new little action-based MMO. Kind of looks like a little bit of Zelda esque like platforming and stuff. I guess they had some technical issues, but like the gameplay is kind of cool. All right, so we have some pebbles. But what else? Oh, I've been getting back into Children of Morta. I just bought like 4 more copies of that game for my friends. It's a really great co-op game. Oh, and Monsters and Memories. Of course, I'm still very hot on that game. They've got an October 1st early access release. I am in the closed beta, and I'm just kind of playing it, you know, somewhat casually. Like, I'm only like level 13. I got a couple of level 4 alts, whatever. I just don't want to invest like too much time into it because I know that we're going to get wiped in October. But, you know, that's also like 5 months from now, so I will be playing the game. I'm just like not trying to level cap or anything. So we need to get some clay. We got clay up in this? I got clay somewhere, don't I? Oh, we got clay, bro. We got 1,300 clay. Let's get some clay going. All right, that's actually probably from clearing out my arena. It's one nice thing about the arena probably took like 50 hours to set up, but I got a lot of raw material. So there's that. And we'll get some potter's mix going. We're going to use about half the clay stack. I do hope that I have my categories set right. Let me make sure I open a Twitch tab. But yeah, I don't know. It's I was on a pretty hot run with twitching, and then I kind of cooled off. But you know, it kind of goes in cycles. So we're kind of in a rebuilding phase. Let me get my stream manager going here. That's the other thing. The big show of the week has been Wednesday. You know, that's where I talk with my friend Drew about philosophy stuff, what's been going on, just more like a podcast type of format. And Drew is actually on vacation to Alaska, so you will not be doing the show this Wednesday, which is tomorrow night. So I'll have to be figuring out something else to do. I actually just got a call that my uncle is up north in these parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, kind of unexpectedly. He's in the midst of, he's from Tennessee, but he's in the midst of a grand move cross globe. He's going to be moving to Thailand, and he's got, you know, some stuff to shuffle around up here. He's got some things to, you know, sell his house down in Tennessee. And he asked me to help him out tomorrow. So I'm going to be taking a vacation day from work tomorrow to help him out with that. You know, kind of get together. Haven't seen him in a while. We'll probably go get some sushi, stuff like that. So I'm not even really sure if I'll be on tomorrow night. There's really like no like obligation to, since my buddy is on vacation. But yeah, so I might grab that Evertail just to kind of check it out. You know, it's kind of cheap. It's like $17 right now. I did hear that the first couple days they had some technical issues. I think they've remedied the server stuff, but I don't know if they've addressed like the memory leak. I heard, you know, it's kind of like a low res game, kind of looks a little bit like Bitcraft, but I hear it's smoking people's, you know, it's not, whatever memory leak means. I'm not a nerd, but I guess it just means the game like kind of slogs the longer you keep it open. You have to like reset it. But for some people, like I watched Asmongold play it, and it looked like it was running really smooth, and it looked like he was having a lot of fun with it. And I so that's what we got going on. We got Final Fantasy 14, a little bit of Albion, a little bit of Far Ever. We're still Bitcrafting a couple times per week. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit more on the Bitcraft. Like I said, we probably have about maybe like 5 to 10 more hours of wall building before the 30th. Again, that's May 30th. It's a Saturday. It's basically going to be like Bitcraft's equivalent of MMA. We're going to have... I have to wrestle up some prizes, though. I was hoping to be able to give like an epic two-handed sword. I think that would be really cool, but I might have to spend a weekend crafting swords to do that. I've got pretty decent blacksmithing. I actually have pretty decent like most things, but like blacksmithing is my highest at 70. So I should be able to whip up something kind of tasty if I put my mind to it. Put my hours to it. But yeah, it's a good time to be an MMO player. We're eating good. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I've also been like monkeying around with hardcore WoW. Kind of slow and steady progression. My highest character on hardcore is like, a modest 26. It's a level 26 priest, and I'm kind of at that point where I'm like very, very scared to venture out. I prefer to play the game like 2-player. But I have been doing a little bit of soloing with the priest. We'll kind of like slowly make our way up. I would like to make it to level 60 at least once on a hardcore character. I've played it quite a bit. Like I have a shitload of alts that are like 10 to 20. Basically every single class. And I haven't really died much. I died once to like a DC. But like I haven't like actually died playing the game. Pretty cautious, almost to a fault, but that's been a very fun experience. So I'll be messing around with a little bit of hardcore WoW. Like I said, trying to get it caught up with Final Fantasy before January. We got 6.5 months, so there's plenty of time to do them quests. Getting into a little bit of... I'd like to stream some Children of Morta. It's a really fun roguelike co-op game. So probably make some stuff on that. But yeah. I'm wishing Bitcraft starts to do a little bit better. I don't know, like... I made the mistake of looking at Steam database and saw that like we got like 1,000 concurrent players, which does not bode well for the longevity of the game. But I don't know. Maybe they have some big plans to turn it around before 1.0. I definitely love this game. I mean, I'm approaching 2,000 hours on it, and it's just barely been out almost a year. So. Literally a part-time job for me. So I'm rooting for them, but I'm not betting on them, if that makes sense. I don't think it's a good bet. So I have kind of relaxed a little bit, but I am committed to the bit of sharing my arena with the community. So if you're watching this, I do hope that you set aside some time to come check out the arena event May 30th. I'm like a broken record, but that's kind of the point of this stream, is I'm just going to kind of babble about MMOs and talk about my arena. So, beyond that, I mean, I'm not going to bore you with it, but I've been enjoying all of the political theater going on. It's that's to me like that's like my Game of Thrones or That's like my sports ball, my drama. Because I don't really like watch a whole lot of stuff. I mainly just play games. But I did watch something recently. I watched the One Piece live action anime. I thought it was really good. I'm not uh, like a One Piece fan per se. I don't have anything against it. I just like I've never really gotten into it. Um, like I'm a Dragon Ball guy. That was my time. But it did get me interested to like I checked out a little bit of the beginning of the anime, and I even like looked at like a chapter or two of the manga, tried it on for size. Um, it's a lot to tackle, but it's not a lot for an MMO player. Like, oh, you have 1,000 episodes, dude. I put thousands of hours on games all the time. What's this? What are we talking about here? So yeah, One Piece show is kind of cool. Uh, I was sick over the weekend, but I did try to watch the roast of Kevin Hart, and I think I saw about half of it or maybe a third of it before I fell asleep on the couch. It was pretty funny. I'd like to go back and try and watch the rest of it. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. Um, I started playing the sequel to Gree, or as some people call it, Grizz, the indie platformer by Devolver. So I started playing their second game, Neva, with my cousin. We checked out a bit of that, maybe about like the first third or so. Really fun game to play if you're fucked up. Really fun game, both Gree and Neva. I think Devolver is one of the best, artistically speaking, one of the best developers going. They're just like a whole fucking vibe. Music is 10 out of 10. Graphics incredible. Gameplay is very smooth, very easy to play when you're bedoinked. So, but yeah, 5 days, almost 6 days. What does that put me at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it does get me through the weekend, but I should at least start this. I might have to. I do want to play something else tonight, but I want to at least prep up for some bricks. Um, at least get some stuff in the kiln, and then maybe I can finish it off over the weekend, or I'll just lose my whole fucking base. Um, but yeah, stuff's kind of like. Oh, I don't have my ring. Where's my ring? Bruh, give me my ring. I forgot. Like you have to get multiple rings for the sets. Otherwise, you have to do this. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, so I kind of started taking a little bit of a breather from Bitcraft because I achieved rares on all my gear, like all rare tools. I actually have a rare scissor. It's just that it's T6, so I have to get 3 more skill levels. But I got full rares, and then the market board started slowing down, and because the money wasn't coming in as fast, and I need like 100K to get a epic upgrade, I just wasn't really feeling the grind anymore. Like, it was way more fun when I was just collecting rares because I could make about 20-30K a day and then just buy a rare every day for about a month or two, like every day, maybe every other day if I didn't play. And so that you could just feel the progression, like every time I logged in, I was getting some kind of upgrade. But now I'm, caught up. I'm like soft capped, and I just don't really feel the progression the same way. And also looking at Steam database and being like, oh, This game's not so hot, is it? I mean, we peaked at like 4K on launch, and so I guess I'm not the only one that's kind of been cooling off on Bitcraft. We lost 75% of our concurrence, so it's tough. It's tough out there. Oh, we got Kitty doing ruckus. Mac. Aw, she stuck her claw on the couch, on the love seat. Are you gonna get it, Mac? Are you gonna get unstuck?
We all have our own way we like to grocery shop, right?
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong YouTube account, so I'm getting ads.
That is perfectly right by
Let me change that real quick.
oh so good, freshly baked.
I have sub on this account. Jump over here. That was really easy. I got both the accounts, so I can just click between them. So yeah, this one's ad free. My bad. Not trying to hit you with ads on top of ads. I know you already got the Twitch ads going. We don't need to hear YouTube ads on top of that. So but yeah, it's tricky, you know, like my friends that I usually play games with on a day-to-day basis are on vacation. I actually have like 3 friends that I game with that are on vacation now, so it's, you know, it's just me, and for the most part, so that's why I've just kind of been bouncing around between stuff, getting odds and ends done in different games. But you know, looking forward, this is for sure going to be like a Monsters and Memories focused channel in October, November, December. Still going to be covering Bitcraft intermittently, like on the patches or when I do arena events, which I'm hoping to do those monthly. So it'd be like Bitcraft a couple times a month, a lot of Monsters and Memories as the main focus for the launch of that game. And then I'm going to shift gears in January, and it'll be a Final Fantasy XIV centric run. A little bit of WoW sprinkled in here and there. A couple of maybe cover, you know, any new releases that catch my fancy here and there, like the Far Ever, or there's another one like a Shattered something or other. Trying to let me see if I can find it on Steam. But what's it called? Shatter. Maybe it wasn't even called Shatter. I'm just seeing Shadow Rush. It's some kind of new MMO. I requested a beta invite. I don't know if I got it. My friend told me about it, and I jumped on it, but I didn't look at it for very long. Let's see, make sure we still have to make the on-fired bricks after this. There's going to be even more effort. So I'm just going to kind of peruse some Steam. They got a Subnautica 2 out. I heard that's a really cool game, but not for me. I would get really stressed out. I don't like underwater stuff, and like the fact that you don't have like a ton of guns or anything. Survival horror, like too many tentacles. This Far West looks a little interesting, kind of like in the vein of like Deep Rock Galactic, but like Old West themed. But I don't know. It looked a little hectic. I'm trying to like calm down a little bit on the hectic stuff, but speaking of games that I bounced around to, I did get a couple of friends to pop into Sea of Thieves with me. Check that out for the first time since launch. You know, they've added a ton of stuff. It was almost overwhelming how much stuff they added, but we just kind of messed around on a private server and found some loot. We got sunk by a ghost armada. So, top sellers. How is Overwatch a top seller when it's free and it's mostly negative? It's crazy. They have 155,000 reviews and it's mostly negative. And it's on the top seller list. That's crazy. You know, Forza. Yeah, there's a new Diablo 4 expansion, but I just did not really click with Diablo 4. I loved Diablo 3, particularly the expansion. What was that called? The one with the Grim Reaper and the Loot 2.0 back in the day. But Diablo 4, I don't know, it just puts me to sleep. Like, it just doesn't really have stakes. You know, you either play a build that doesn't work at all, like i.e. one that you made, or you like use a cookie cutter build and you just absolutely fucking squish everything. And, you know, it just looks like a very busy bullet hell kind of experience, and there's just no stakes, and you're just doing things off of a checklist, and I don't know, just the whole thing tires me out. I did so many seasons of the Diablo 3 stuff. I was on the hardcore leaderboard at one point, so I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm been there, done that, and like I've always been someone that plays like a lot of different games. I like messed with all the genres, you know, but like as I get older and you know, I just feel like focusing my time a little bit more on like the genres that I truly love, which is like MMOs mainly, RPGs, a little bit of strategy, and then just kind of like letting the rest of it go. Like, I don't need to play like the latest and greatest fighting game. I don't need to play the latest and greatest racing game anymore. Kind of just like enjoying my more like slow paced games, and you know, only dipping my toes into like a little bit of action here and there. So Bitcraft definitely fits that bill. But so I really like Monsters and Memories. It's like the closest thing to playing Dungeons and Dragons online, which I really love Dungeons and Dragons, and just like really enjoying that like slow, heavy, deliberate combat as opposed to like just frantic button mashing, particle effects everywhere, you know. But yeah. And then looking ahead, it's like I'm trying to get a new job actually with our competitor down in North Carolina. Um, I think the video interview went really well, but they're kind of on a slow timeline. They're like, you know, they're trying to bring people in the summer. It's not quite summer yet. We're getting close, but it could be as late as the end of the summer. So I'm just kind of like biding my time up here in the cold north. But they're down there on the Wilmington, like the North Carolina beach. So I'm excited to, you know, get to a warmer biome, get around some more cities, some more culture. It's just way too quiet up here in the boonies. You know, I've had a lot of time to play game, but I like having the option, you know, to like go out to a show, you know, go to a museum, go to the beach, stuff like that. It'd be way more interesting. So, kind of preparing myself for that eventual thing, but I think it would just be awesome, you know, like roll down there in August or September, be set up in the city on the beach. You know, then my birthday comes in October and I'm playing Monsters and Memories on launch. Freaking nerding out some nights and then raging my balls off on other nights. You know, hopefully meet a nice, sweet Southern girl in North Carolina and ride off into the sunset. You gotta have dreams, Gotta have dreams. So, but yeah, awfully quiet tonight. Awfully quiet tonight. Um, would be more fun if someone came in to shoot the shit, but we persist. I wonder how many other people are streaming Bitcraft. Do we have to eat another fish? We have to eat another fish. I heard the noise. But let's see, what else are we doing here? I want to see who else is doing Bitcraft right now. Bitcraft in general is actually like kinda dead on Twitch, which is kind of sad. It was kind of popping for a minute. Oh, Heretic is still going. He's cool. I like Heretic. Heretic 721. He's a fun guy, funny guy. So yeah, we're doing that. What the hell are these people doing with 18 plus sexual theme frickin' Bitcraft streams? It's so ridiculous. All these like anime girl VTube bullshits. I think VTubing is just absolutely asinine. Call me old fashioned, but I just think it's bullshit. Not that I'm super proud of this mug, but at least I'm a real person. Mackie Chan, you want to sit with me? You want to sit with me, Mac? No? She's like, no. She's like, I just wanted to claw the arm of your chair. I didn't want to actually get up there. Well, it was hard to tell. So we'll go for the on-fired brick. Oh my goodness. It's 40 minutes, dude? Just to make a pack of bricks? How many bricks are we actually making here, dude? 360. Well, that's enough to make 180 frames. It's a lot of frames. But, yeah, like I said, I might not finish the feeding tonight. I'm just kind of setting it up so I don't have to do it all in one shot over the weekend. But, yeah, I mean, it's 8:45 right now. I might just hang out for another 15 minutes, and then I'll find a different game to play. Kind of sufficiently given the whole rigmarole update on what's been going on, what's gonna be going on. So consider yourself filled in on the Rambone. Yeah. But we'll keep the door open in case anyone else wants to slip in. I don't even know if I'll make it to 9. I mean, if you made it this far on the VOD, you might as well just click off. I've more or less said all I needed to say. Like I said, I'm just going to play it out just to end on a nice round number of 9. See if anybody pokes in, say hi. Might throw out an ad in the chat. Said Thunderdome Arena, grand opening May 30th, PvP tournament, mount races, fashion contest, live auction. Come hang out May 30th. Perhaps it's come a little too late, but it wasn't easy. You know, it was a lot to bite off. And, you know, I was working, I was trying to progress my account, doing other stuff. I probably could have done it in a couple of weeks, but it was easier this way. A little bit easier. I don't know. I feel like 3 months isn't like too long to drop an arena, but just for like where the game is at, since so many people have left, it's gonna be tough. Might hit 54 masonry though. Oh yeah, we're hitting 54 masonry. That's what's up. All my skills are 50 to 70. There it is, 54 masonry. Skills, we got a few 50s. Slayer and cooking and sailing. Almost taming as well. So like 450s. Damn, the tired's starting to hit me. I got up at 5:30 this morning. I got some leftover ground turkey and broccoli I have to eat. Kind of been putting that off. We had pizza today at work because we had visitors from corporate. It's one thing about corporate visits is we usually get lunch bought for us. So I ate a bunch of pizza earlier. Skipped breakfast. I didn't eat the donuts. Someone brought in donuts and I resisted because I knew I was going to be eating pizza, and pizza as well as donuts is just too much, man. Too much. But yeah, it's a lot of bricks. Make 180 frames with that. It's a lot of resources. I need 1,800 ingots to make all of that. That's a lot of Amarium smacking. I wonder if all my stuff sold in the capital. I don't know if I'll go check it tonight, but should have a fair bit of coins in there. All right, a couple more minutes and we'll wrap it up. I'll come back on the weekend to finish the job. I'll put together the. I'll finish off this pile of bricks, and I'll finish the Amarium ingots. If I have to, I'll go get more Amarium. But I think Amarium frames should fill me up pretty quick. I mean, I only got a 30,000 tank, so shouldn't be too bad. I could also buy from Rumba a stack of coins when I hit 10k. That's like 7,500 resources, I believe. So, could actually do that right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go to the treasury and I'm gonna withdraw. All of it, 98.45. Yeah, this thing right here, 7,500 supplies. Buy one of them. Could afford another one if I had to, but let's just drop that in there for good measure. Hey, look at that. That put us up to 25 days. Holy shit. If I would have known it was that easy. But the bricks are on the way. I would like to fill it up because I'd also like to do, like raise the cap to 50,000. We're doing good on tiles, I think. Yeah, we still have 700 more tiles to get. So. All right, so that's gonna do it for this episode of Bitcraftery. Hope to see you on May 30th for the Thunderdome grand opening. Here's a little peek at what we got for the arena right now. The old Thunderdome. It's gonna be huge. So, hope to see you there. And I'm gonna find something else to play. So I'll catch you later. Peace.